Good day, everyone. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to join us as we go over GILICO's fixed indexed annuities. My name is Tim Watts. I'm joined by Sergio Blanco, who is another annuity sales director over here at IAMS, and Nate Self, who's our hybrid wholesaler with GILICO. Before we jump into these awesome products, I've got a couple highlights that I wanted to share with you about why agents love working with at IAMS. We'll also have a few polls during the webinar, so definitely be ready for those. Would love your interaction. Additionally, if you do have any questions, you can put those questions in the question section of the webinar, and we'll get those answered up here at the end. The first thing that I want to highlight today is our commitment to delivering best-in-class customer service. One way we do this is you can always reach a live person during our business hours at 800-255-5055. We do strive to answer your calls in 2 to 3 phone rings or less. And again, this is going to be answered by a live person. Could be Steve Murray, our president. Could be me or Sergio on the line. We are all committed to getting their agents at best-in-class customer service. Our new producer builders are for those of you who are new to us over here at IAMS. These bonuses are available based on your production level in your first 180 days of contracting with us. We do have great levels that you can qualify for. And as you can see inside each level are some awesome options for you. We do have business building tools, personal perks, and even cash rewards. If you'd like to know where you stand towards your new producer bonus, or would like to have a conversation about how to develop a plan to achieve one of those levels, give myself or one of our annuity sales or life sales directors a call. Moving on to another business builder program, we have our referred producer program. We do have a couple of advisors on with us today that have taken advantage of this program. Our business on the wholesale side of the industry is similar to yours in the field, that one of the best leads we could ever obtain is a referral from one of our valued producers. That's why we want to make it worth your while when you refer a producer to us. When you do refer a producer and they get contracted, we'll cut you a $50 thank you check. Where the real money comes in is as your referral writes business, you'll receive an override on that business. Our ownership teams, Steve, Charles, Curtis, and Chris, sign checks for thousands of dollars every quarter. With that being said, if you can think of any other agents that would benefit from working with a quality organization like us over here at IAMS, definitely put their information in that questions box or give me an email at timw@iamsinc.com with that information, and I'll reach out to them today. Below that is our marketing reimbursement program, which is our most popular program. For every $100,000 in FIA premium, you get $100 in your marketing reimbursement account. Why this is so popular and lucrative for our advisors, as we truly do consider this to be your money. So we don't cap your account, mandate where you spend the funds, or tell you when you have to cash in the account. It's your marketing reimbursement to grow your business. We also don't dictate which vendors you have to use. We do have recommended vendors that we partner with and leverage reduced rates and preferred service. We also have our creative team to create a marketing strategy and provide in-house services. If you'd like to know how much is in your marketing reimbursement account or have a conversation about how to utilize it, give your sales director a call at our office. We would love to be that collaborative sales partner with you and help you out with that. Next, we've got back office support. This is another way that we add value to your business. This is the core of IAMS and how Charles Herring founded us over 36 years ago. We want to help the independent advisor work smarter, not harder. We're going to do that with great business building tools and resources. Of course, advanced case design assistance for life and annuity quotes is an area that we assist with. We're going to get you those illustrations within 24 hours, but to be frank with you, we typically get that done much quicker within an hour or two. Submission to commission support is handled by our new business team. Mackenzie heads up the annuity side and Michelle on the life side. Both of those ladies have fantastic teams who work tirelessly to help you get commissioned quicker. They're going to scrub your applications, submit them on your behalf, do the administrative tracking, and get you updates on the cases as needed. We do this to ensure you get commissioned as quickly as possible. This is a service that we provide to our valued producers on how we help you grow your business by keeping you in front of clients where our team handles the back office support. Next, we've got Sergio Blanco, who's going to hop on here and share a couple slides of additional information here, and then I'll finish up and we'll turn it over to Nate. So with that, Sergio, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Tim. So our website is a great tool for our producers to use, excuse me, and another reason to work with IAMS. Once you are contracted, you have full access to everything you see on the slide and so much more at iamsinc.com. If you haven't registered for the website, it is very simple to do. So when we are done with this call, go ahead and create an account. We'd love to see you on there. A lot of great tools available to you, illustration tools, forms, online, product grids, product news, industry updates are out there for you. Next, we have the Firelight e-apps. This is a single sign-on at iamsinc.com. Technology is where the industry is going, and Firelight is a top-notch site streamlining the application process. Most of our carriers are on the e-app platform, so you can go to one site to submit business. It is COVID-friendly, and some carriers are going to e-app only for some of their product lines, and will also offer extra comp for utilizing the e-app platform. Make sure you ask your sales director before you submit a paper app if you can earn more by doing e-app. Utilizing our Firelight platform accelerates the application process substantially. The e-app platform helps you submit business in good order the first time. This also reduces the processing time of your business and gets you paid quicker. And as I mentioned previously, this is a single sign-on at iamsinc.com, as we have integrated our business with Firelight so you can have the most efficient and effective way to submit business. We do have a full in-house creative team. We can help you help your practice, and a lot of items are turnkey and available for you. We can simply impose your contact information and your business logos onto it. Speaking of your logos, agency solutions are something that we are very good at, and something that if you haven't created a full customized brand for you and your agency, we can help. This is going to assist you with name recognition, which grows your natural market organically. We can get your logo designed and imposed on business cards, brochures, and stationery. Lastly, what everyone is currently looking for are digital marketing solutions. We can help you with websites, social media marketing, email marketing, and more. The internet and social media sites are where the overwhelming majority of prospects go to for information. Making sure you are accessible and represented in those market lanes is beneficial to growing your business. Reach out to myself or one of our sales directors, a call with when this webinar concludes, to talk to them about how you can access IAMS Creative. We can certainly get that ball rolling for you.
Thank you, Sergio. Next, I want to talk about IAMS Wealth Management. We founded IAMS Wealth over 5 years ago now. What we've done is grow this division very organically. We've helped advisors become IARs and pass the Series 65, and we are great at helping you achieve that. Once we have you registered, we'll bring great value to your practice with an incredibly competitive fee structure for both you and your clientele. We also have a technology and investment platform that agents love and is very user-friendly. This has been a major growth sector of our business, and assets under management could be a major growth sector for your business as well. Additionally, if you do have any clients that have have funds that are assets under management, you're not registered, but you're going to work on that, we'll actually work with those clients on your behalf, bring those accounts over here, and then as soon as you get your Series 65 and are registered and ready to go, we simply transfer those accounts over to you, and you start immediately earning those fees off of the accounts that you move over to us. This is a great way for you to get more wallet share with your clients, have a safe spot to park those policies while you work on getting licensed, and then immediately getting rewarded for that with a simple, easy transition from our team to your team. We just hosted our 5th Life and Annuity Academy this past November. These 2-day trainings are excellent opportunities for our agents who are looking for new ways to grow your business. We do cover the expenses for the Academy, so this gives you an opportunity to learn with top producers and not have a huge financial burden. We'll go over marketing strategies as well as bring in presenters to go over top products, both in the annuities and life insurance space. And then we really highlight how you can utilize all of our connections and network to really drive your business. For example, we've got a guy who specializes in those high net worth clients. So if you've got somebody who's worth 10, 20, even up to $1 billion, this is the guy who will help with those tax mitigations. And it's a great tool and resource that you have at your fingertips, just simply working with us here over at IAMS. And one of the great benefits of working, of attending one of those life and annuity academies. We'll also have a digital version this January. I don't have the official date just yet, but that should be announced here within the next week. If you are interested in that, definitely give us a call and we'll get you the invite sent out for that. Lastly, we are finishing up the qualification for the Seaside Sanctuary, and then we'll be announcing another one right away. We also have our another trip going in for qualification right now with Wentworth by the Sea. These are trips that you earn with just simply producing with us over here at IAMS. We should have between 65 and 70, maybe 75 folks attend the Kiowa Islands. So another great opportunity to market and network with those high producing agents all across the nation. And see the details here, but we will be announcing some additional trips upcoming. With that being said, everybody, if you could hop up over to that mouse, I've got a poll that I wanted to launch here real quick, and that is, do you have a comprehensive and individualized marketing strategy for 2024? This is a tool and a resource that we provide over here at IAMS. What we find is success with marketing is not a silver bullet. If it was, we'd all be chasing that silver bullet and then put everything that we have into it. What we find is a multi-vertical marketing strategy is the best way to keep your highs high and to minimize those lows. And to do that, having a comprehensive marketing strategy is a good way to do that. Thank you for those who participated in that. Nate, I'm going to go ahead and make you the presenter here, so go ahead and get ready there. I've known Nate for several years, even before working over here at IAMS. He's a tremendous resource. When I've got something that's going on with the GILICO case, whether that's good, bad, or otherwise, he's always there to help out. I can get him on his cell phone. So as we talk about, different carriers and why you would want to choose to work with them, Nate's going to go over some awesome product highlights that he has here, with GILICO. But, having somebody that you can reach out to, he's put his cell phone number there for the whole world to see that, and he's going to pick that up and help you out whenever he can. So with that being said, Nate, the floor is yours.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tim. Good morning, everybody. Happy holidays. And to echo what Tim's saying, I have this same things to say about IAMS and Tim. He's wonderful to work with. They pick up the phone immediately. Just showing that they'll provide you a comprehensive marketing plan for 2024. That is absolutely unique in our space, and I've only heard positive things from the agents that work here with GILICO and IAMS. So hope you can all reach out and get your questions answered after the call. But really appreciate you jumping on this morning. We're excited. IAMS has been a great partner to us for a number of years, and this morning what I want to go through is where we can provide value to your practice, who GILICO is, and some different positioning techniques that have been successful in 2023, and I expect them to be successful early in 2024. So for those of you who don't know who GILICO is, GILICO was founded in 1926. We've been in business for almost 100 years, and for the first 90 years, we were a family-run organization down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, specializing in fixed annuities as well as asset-based long-term care. Fast forward to 2016, that's when everything started to ramp up when we were purchased by our parent company, Couvert. Couvert is a consortium of 3 companies. You have Guarantee Income Life. We focus in the IMO distribution space. We have United Life, which is our direct distribution for financial institutions. And then we also have Lincoln Benefit Life. You may notice that name. That's a closed block of business, about $20 billion. That's mostly variable annuity, old contracts, as well as some life insurance. And our overall value and purpose is to deliver value-oriented retirement solutions to the middle market consumer with a commitment to a long-term sustainable growth strategy with a limited number of strategic partners. Here at GILICO, we only have 60 IMOs that we work with, and IAMS is one of them. And the reason we do that is to create a really good relationship, both from a customer service and a new business perspective, but to provide value to our IMO partners with a very unique proprietary offering. And it's definitely worked. 2016, we were doing $45 million of premium. Fast forward to 2022, we did $1.25 billion in sales, and this year we're on pace to do $2.6 billion in premium. Majority of that being index annuities that we did not have prior to the acquisition with Kuvare. If you have questions about who Kuvare is or GILICO, definitely reach out to me directly. As far as our ratings and financials go, we are A-, and we have been A- since October of 2022, and that's really sparked the premium growth that we saw from 1.2 billion last year to almost 2.7 billion this year. We've had 16 consecutive quarters of premium and asset growth. Our financial ratios are strong, and we're approved in 46 out of 50 states. The other thing that we're known for is our ability to do cross-border sales. So if you do reside in the upper Northeast around the state of New York and you have a New York client, they have the ability to cross over and do business with you in a neighboring state with a very simple cross-border form. So if you're interested in that, definitely reach out, and I can certainly help you there. Now, as far as what I can cover today, I want to cover our flagship index annuity. It's called the Wealth Choice, and we launched the Wealth Choice early 2020 with the idea that we wanted to be the easiest index annuity to understand. And the reason is we knew if we created a streamlined product with not a lot of complex bells and whistles, the agents would get more yeses than nos when they were meeting with their clients. So you won't see any roll-ups with our product. You won't see any charges for joint income or confusing payout factors. You won't see premium banding. Just a very easy product to understand. You also see strong renewal rate integrity. So far, we've had 100% renewal rate history. Free withdrawals, 10% immediate. That's just going to remove the objection of not having access to the funds, and that's on all of our Wealth Choice products, including our bonus version. And it's very low cost. As far as maximum fees that you can add to the product, it's 75 basis points on the account value. And I'll go through that a little bit more here in a minute. Taking a look under the hood of what we have available to you, we have a 5-year, a 7-year, a 10-year, and then we also have a 10-year with a bonus. That bonus is a true account value bonus. It's 5% upfront. We issue all the way through the age of 90. That's on our 5- and 7-year for straight accumulation, and then they could take free withdrawals if they need to. Our 10-year issues through the age of 80, and our income rider also issues through the age of 80. One other thing that's unique is our forced annuitization does not start until 110. That's important, especially when you're working with older clients, to make sure that they're not going to face a tax consequence by taking income prior to them passing, especially for those legacy plays. They're going to pass on to their beneficiaries more efficiently from a tax standpoint with a older annuitization age, and that's 110 on all of our products. The last feature that's somewhat unique is our death benefit feature. It's built in automatically, no cost for it. All that needs to happen is if the client were to pass away, the primary beneficiary were to elect a period certain payout of 5 years or more, that payout would be paid at 110% of the account value at that time upon death. Again, that's free of charge, automatically built into the contracts. Building on ease of doing business and an easy product to understand, we have 5 straightforward strategies, 3 on the S&P 500. You have a point-to-point annual cap, and that's what we're well known for. We have a point-to-point participation, a monthly cap on the S&P. We have a strong fixed rate, and we also have a diversified volatility control index with Horizon. They're an investment firm down in Charlotte, and they have a 8 ETF model that has a good way to diversify with bonds and the overall allocation. So here are our rates, and we've held these rates since May 1st, and they'll continue to hold in January. And that's been a consistent story for our partnering agents, not having to look at, oh, where's the rate going next month, or making sure that we hit a rate hold, or what's the premium amount that you need to get X rate. Very, very easy to know. Our fixed account, you'll see at the bottom there, 5 1/4. That's been our top allocation for 2023. It's 5 1/4 on all versions. So the 5-year, the 7-year, the 10-year, and the 10-year with that 5% premium bonus, all of them are at 5 1/4%. And that's a year 1 rate. And then upon renewal, we do have a high minimum that I'll go through here on the next slide. Next popular strategy is the point-to-point cap. That ranges from 10.75 on the bonus product to 12% on the 10-year non-bonus product. So very strong cap rates, and we've had these rates all year, top decile of the marketplace on A- paper. The one that is really strong is this 10.75 on the bonus. That's the highest cap rate on a non-fee bonus product in the industry on A- or better paper. So if you're looking for A- or better paper with a bonus cap, think GILICO. There's nothing you can find better than it right now. Now, new money rates are certainly important, but what is even more important that is overlooked in our industry is minimum guarantees. Index annuity, they're not guaranteed rates. We have good renewal history, but they're not guaranteed rates. So what's important? Look through the contract and what is the guaranteed rate. And for our fixed account at 5 1/4, the renewal rate minimum this year was 2.65%. Now, January 1st, that is going up to 2.75%. So from January 1st to June 30th, any issued business with Wealth Choice, that minimum guaranteed renewal rate on that fixed bucket will be 2.75%. Now, why that's extremely important is because that rate is guaranteed for the life of the contract. So as long as that client holds that contract, that 2.75% is locked in. And your client can always reallocate to that more if they need to. And to build on that story, if you'll see here on the screen, I have the 1-year US Treasury rate for the last 16 years lined out. And you can see in 2007, it was above that 2.75%. But for 14 years, 2007 to 2021, the 1-year Treasury rate was below 2.75. So it's a great strategy compared to history that for the life of the contract, you're going to have a fixed account option at 2.75%. And that eliminates reinvestment risk with shorter duration MYGAs, for example, 3 to 5 year MYGA. They're going to have to reinvest it at whatever that rate is at that time. Or reinvestment risk with bonds, you have the same risk. This is for the length of the contract for as long as the client lives. So it's a really, really powerful story, and it's a great retirement planning strategy that's overlooked on fixed indexed annuities. This piece is out on our website. I believe Tim is going to be sending it out to everybody after the call. But if you have questions or you want this piece, you're also welcome to reach our sales desk here at 800-535-8110.
Hey, Nate, with that, quick
Yeah.
question on that. What about after the surrender period? So say they do the 5-year FIA and it's out of surrender. Is it guaranteed to renew at that 2.75 then too?
That's right. That's right. The renewal rate on that fixed account is guaranteed at 2.75 for as long as that client holds the contract. It is for the life of the contract, not just the surrender period. It also is the minimum guarantee interest rate for the surrender value. So why that's important is because say you're in a 10-year FIA, Most of the time, you're going to see 1% on 87.5% for that minimum guaranteed cash surrender value interest rate. Ours is 2.75 next year. So what that equates to is in year 6, the client's cash surrender value is guaranteed to be higher than their premium amount net of MVA. So it's a great strategy. It's like an enhanced return of premium, and it's locked in for the life of the contract. So it's a really powerful tool that is overlooked on many index annuity contracts by our advisors. So as much as we can provide education on it, the better. It's certainly something you want to look at on every contract that you sell. What are the minimum guarantees? Good question, Tim. So when you think of Wealth Choice and you think of GILICO, think of S&P 500 caps. We're consistently near the top in cap rate. Currently, our top rate is 12%. We have a strong fixed account on all of our product, 5.25% with a minimum at 265 this year, and any issued business next year, it's 2.75 for the life of the contract. And we also have strong renewal history. Now let's put this into an illustration here. This is a guaranteed illustration. So it's $100,000 on a 67-year-old. We're going to go into that 10-year bonus at 5% bonus. We're also going to throw it into that fixed account at 5.25. So you're going to get the bonus. You're going to get the interest on the bonus amount. So at the end of year 1, $100,000 investment is going to be $110,513. That's a 10.51% guaranteed return at the end of the first year. Now, if it renews at the absolute minimum at 2.65%, end of year 2, your accumulation value will be $113,441. That's a 13.44% return, or over a 6.5% annualized return, which is better than any multi-year guarantee annuity that you can provide your client. And you're also going to get that 2.65% for life. As you can see here, you have end of year 6, guaranteed minimum cash surrender value, $102,367. So there's your enhanced return of premium number. It's higher than your initial premium. That's a walkaway value that's guaranteed. And you can see that continues to go up through the life of the contract. So if you're looking for a high guarantee on an index annuity, the Wealth Choice 10 bonus with the fixed rate is one of the strongest products you can find. So build on that. You want to give them a 10.51% guarantee return in the first year, and then reallocate in year 2 to a strong S&P strategy. You know that we have strong renewal history. We have a piece on our website that talks about our renewal history, our commitment to it, and our strategy behind our general account investments and why we're able to provide this consistency in our rates. And this piece just backs up that message. I do want to just briefly touch on the income rider. It is available in the 7 and 10 year. This will be enhanced in the first quarter of next year, so be on the lookout for more information on the income rider. It's only 75 basis points to add. There's no reduction to add a spouse. So if you have 2 65-year-olds, it's going to be the exact same payout for both of them for the rest of their life. We're the only carrier that does that. And our payout factors are real easy. It's 10% of the client's age. So for a 65-year-old, that payout's going to be 6.5% for the rest of their life. And it does have extreme flexibility because that rider can be removed at any time, shall they no longer need the income, and you still have those good accumulation rates. Now, so I'll pause there for any product questions, and then I'll wrap up with some sales and positioning ideas. Is there any questions you see, Tim?
I don't see any questions from the group, but I had a question for you. So how is GILICO priced your products so you've been able to provide those 100% renewal rates when we haven't seen that from a lot of other different carriers or products? Can you speak to that at all?
Absolutely. I appreciate that question. So the way we price our index annuities, and including our bonus product, is we use a constant option budget. So what that means is to hedge the strategies that the client has for growth in their index annuity, we have to buy call options on, say, index or S&P 500. And you have to buy those call options each and every year because they are annual strategies. Some carriers, they'll front load how much they allocate towards that option budget in year one to pay for commissions, to pay for higher new money rates, to pay for bonuses, what have you. We levelize it out. So in year one, we spend the same amount as in year 10. That way, that provides a higher likelihood of having consistent renewal history. The one thing we cannot control is we cannot control the price of those options. So if the volatility spikes, like we saw in 2020 with COVID, the costs of those options go up because there's more movement in the market. That could cause the renewals to come down. But we've spread out that that option budget, and we've levelized it, so that provides a higher likelihood of us having good renewal history, and thus far we've done that. So does that cover everything for you, Tim, or any other questions?
Yeah, no, that was perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And no other questions. I think you can go ahead. Yeah.
Perfect. So a lot of the business that we're seeing this year, and it's been a record in the annuity space across MYGAs as well as index annuities, is people are upgrading their contracts. Just like when you refinance your house when rates go down, in the annuity world, when rates go up, you look to see if there are better options that make sense and upgrade your contract with higher new money rates. So the success we've had is because we have the highest cap rates on a bonus product. And the reason bonus products are attractive is because that takes off some of the surrender charge that you may have by upgrading your contract. Now, what's important is to know what our rules are for looking through your book of business and looking to see which ones would be good opportunities to help your client. So on our bonus product, we'll allow up to an 8% max surrender. That's a net 3% loss if you utilize that 10-year with 5% bonus. Client must have $50,000 liquid for emergencies. That's our liquidity rule, and it must be 2 years old. Now, if you're not using the bonus version of Wealth Choice, our max surrender rule is 5%. And again, you'll have to have $50,000 liquid for emergencies and 2 years old. We don't have a annuity concentration rule that you might hear about with other carriers. No more than 60% of their net worth can be in annuities, or 75%. We know that each individual client is different, and a high net worth client does not necessarily need 40% of their assets outside of annuities and life insurance. So these are our rules. If you have questions, you can reach out to myself or our sales desk, and we can help you review your book of business and help those clients upgrade those contracts while rates are still high, and lock in those high minimum guarantees. I touched on this briefly, but why would you look at our Wealth Choice 10 with the 5% bonus for this exchange business? It's not the highest bonus you'll find out there. You'll find 14, even up to 18% bonuses right now. But we're a non-fee bonus product. We also have the highest cap rate on a bonus product. It is a very client-friendly bonus product, and the reason I say that is it's only got a 5-year recapture schedule. Most products, if you're in a 10-year bonus, that recapture schedule is going to be for the length of the surrender period. In addition, if you're taking out free withdrawals, there's not going to be a recapture on that bonus. You have 10% free on your account value right from day one. Also talked about the renewal rate history. You likely don't see that with bonus products. We've had perfect renewal history on our bonus product, and we do have commission incentives for you as the agent. We're the lowest in the industry at 50 basis points on all production. This is regardless of client age. Once you hit $1 million in production, we'll pay you retro back to day one, 0.5%. At 2 million, 75 basis points. And at 3 million, a full 1%, just for going through your business and helping those clients upgrade those contracts. Now, we will have a similar program in 2024. I don't have the official numbers. I believe they're going to be almost identical to these. But as soon as I have that, I'll be sharing that with all my IAMS folks to distribute to you all, so you can get off to a fast start in 2024. Hard to believe it's only almost 10 days away, but It is that time of year. So with that, Tim, I want to turn it back over to you, and I really appreciate everybody's time and attention, and hope you found some value out of that presentation.
Awesome. Well, I do have another question, but before I get that going, I'm going to launch another poll, and that is, will you meet your 2023 revenue goal for annuities and life insurance? So that poll is going right now. Attendees, I'd love some participation. The next question I had here for you, Nate, is you did say that you can do cross-state line sales for some states that might be a little bit more difficult. What is the process or the rules around what would qualify as a trip going across state lines to be able to validate that sale? That's a question I get a lot as a marketer, and I think we might as well just be open with, hey, here's the situations where that would apply, and you could get access to some better
Absolutely.
products.
Yeah. So in New York, for example, a lot of the situations I see is you have a New York resident who's working with a New Jersey agent. The agent has an office in New Jersey or an office in Connecticut, and that client is simply driving over the border to conduct business with an agent that they've had a relationship with in the past. And we simply just need a cross-border form signed to prove that there was a reason to do business outside of their resident state. That's the main thing. What we don't want is we don't want the agent to be from New York, the client to be from New York, and they both drive over the border, they go to breakfast, and they sign the paperwork at breakfast and drive back. That's really the only scenario where it would not be applicable. But if there's a reason to do business outside the resident state, they have a vacation home that they're in 6 months of a year, or the agent has an office, a physical address in that state surrounding the state that's not approved in, we are an easy carrier to do business with in that regard. We just have a form that has 3 options on why you're doing business outside of the client's resident state. If you check one of the options that applies, you would be eligible for that business. That's all it simply is.
Awesome. So then the next one here, guys, I've got our last poll, and that is, would you like more information about GILICO's products and contracting if you're not already contracted? And then that would lead me into the first person to get contracted with GILICO. We are going to be able to send them out a little thank you package from GILICO. Is that correct there, Nate?
Absolutely. Yep. It'll be a holiday gift.
Right on. So a way to get something early from St. Nick through IAMS and GILICO. Everybody, I'm going to go ahead and close that poll. Looks like we had 100% participation there. I don't see any other questions. So if anything else comes up, we can definitely follow up. Everybody on this call, you'll be getting an email from us with some marketing materials as well as rates for the product that we saw here today. Again, would love to work with you guys, get you contracted, any illustrations, help we can get that rolling for you. But Nate, Sergio, gents, I really appreciate you hopping on. Everybody who joined us today, thank you very much for hopping on. Have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a great New Year's from us over here at IAMS and GILICO. Bye now.
Take care, everybody. Happy holidays.